Maybe it isn't soul magic, maybe it's memory. What's going on? How could Pepper Payne suddenly forget about Namika? Is this we never knew? Could the same thing happen to the others as well, I wonder? Then one way to find out. Something inquiries about Namika in the area. We can reconvene after to the Aetherite. On the cloud is the name of the quest as well. So there's some weird magic going on, and then there's this whole soul body thing where everyone can apparently, I guess, extend their life by consuming these things that increase their life expectancy. That would explain why Sphene is so young, despite being the queen. An old woman named Namika? I don't know this person. Before I couldn't be of help. And everyone here is just fine with that. Having this device that wipes their brain. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't want something like that. That's awful. Imagine like loving someone your entire life and then suddenly out of nowhere they die and then you just forget who they are. That is levels of fucked. I do recall caring for someone until recently. He said it was a woman named Amika. Well, I can't say for certain if it was her. I wouldn't worry. I'm sure it's just being taken up to the cloud. But she's still alive. It's just, I guess, they don't want them to mourn. They don't want them to be sad. It'll take away from their efficiency down here, maybe. What's that? Do I know Namika? Never met anyone by that name, and I've worked at the outskirts for a good while now. Spent time here, I would remember. Okay, well, as we have found out through extensive searching, everyone has forgotten who Namika is. And there's some kind of Black Mirror shit with this device that they all have. This is like, it's become a horror game again, just like with the Final Days. So it was the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namika. It's as if the memory of her has been purged from their minds. While such a thing might be done with magic, to alter the memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a social ether corresponding to the act too, and I sense none in that moment is the devices they're wearing. Neither did I, but I did notice something else. Right before Pepper named, someone seemingly forgot. A light in the device in his head began to blink. Could that be a connection? Someone... Okay, it's not soul body, soul cells. Okay, right. But who might we ask about this? If we continue making such inquiries, I expect we don't only cause confusion. Sphene, probably. Indeed, if we can't readily solve the mystery about Namika, perhaps we could search for Cassio instead? Being tried to thunder yards. It should be in this direction. What's that? That little guy there? Oh my goodness! Impossible! Is that Cassia? Hmm? Another kind of mechanical soldier. It looks dangerous. You better destroy it. Wow, already jumping to conclusions. Don't look dangerous. Wah! It looks adorable. I love them. Should we give chase? I think it understood our words. It might be worth asking it some questions. I like how we've all immediately ascertained that this thing's probably fucking evil. Erenville, you're right. Look, you've seen a ghost. It's nothing. I'm fine. Oh no, that is Cassia, I think. Cassia. Well, it went off in the direction we headed anyways. Let's try and track it down. So, I guess anyone who's died is going to come back as little robot guys. Or can come back as little robot guys anyway. And their memories are inserted into them. Because I doubt Cassia was young. But also, Namika lived for a fair bit afterwards. So, maybe through the use of a soul body, it allows them to live longer through the application of it, like using its energy stores. Like everyone gets a certain amount to allow them to live longer, or use it to expand their powers. Like what we saw with Zoalja, he used it to get like red abilities with the Viper class. It would imply then that those things can buff people, but Namika barely used it to do that anyway. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? Well, we're just standing in fields, are we? Nothing but birds over here. No sign of it over here. That voice. Could it be? Oh, it has the same voice too? Oh no, Erenville. I'm sorry. I mean, at least they're alive. In some capacity, they are alive anyway. Could be far worse. Le gasp. Oh my goodness. I love them so much. What a great little device. New 14 class unlocked robot. The thunder steps. And the way it is like it is, if it is like that, then the way that's being like described as is fucked. You found it? To the northeast. Then it must be bound for the mines. Come on then! It could well be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. So Solution 9 is within this castle. Which is interesting. It's like one of the latest times you ever go to the other city-state. So we in Endwalker you go to Vadsathan and Old Charlian fairly quickly. In fact, Old Charlian is the first thing you go to basically. But in this you get told you'll allow immediately, but Solution 9 is like fucking ages away, basically. At the end of the expansion. It's also kind of the same thing of Yormor. While you can go to Yormor very early on in Shadowbringers, you can't actually do anything there until the end of the expansion, basically. Stones in those crates. Could it be turquoise? I think it's safe to assume it went into the mines. No coal mine. It appears to have long since been abandoned. It's like so many other places. They went in there here. I heard faint voices coming from inside. So it's not alone, but we're still going in, of course. Might be a trap. Be ready for a fight, everyone. You are hyping us up way too much, Rocklamart. I feel like we should be a little bit trepidatious, but also excited. Someone left a portal here at the entrance. Good idea. It's a good idea. Oh, it's gone. Leave a portal here so we can get out easily. Aether current. Oh yeah, this is a whole mine area, isn't it? And how I thought this was going to be another field. It would appear no one has worked these mines in quite some time. I'm not worried, we've had to improvise countless times before, after all. Device made of electrope. Seems to be the only one here. Time just keeps going. I can hear them. Several people overhead. I can't make out the conversation with the echoing. Keep up. Stay on your guard. Again, I think we're not encountering evil creatures here, Wicklemat. I think we're encountering actual people. But they just become robots. Or their souls have been transferred into robots. Whoa! Might not even bad. Might be their memories. And maybe it's impossible for the people in the village to recognize them. This is not what I expected. Oh, wow.
What is this?
I have no idea, but I like it a lot.
Erenville!
okay. They don't have the little devices on their heads, the little soul bodies.
It really is you!
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Who?
Who
I
indeed?
just had to get a look at you in the light. I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Olivia.
My darling, what now?
This is not what I expected.
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun. What are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
This is not what I expected this union to be like at all. Like in the slightest. Fussy little bun. Are you alright? Am I never going to click the bottom one?
Why the long face?
Erenville does not know how to compute this. I mean, I don't really blame the man.
I'd know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you good old Jaja's kitten?
Oh.
I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Ellen Espia was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play.
Oh my
You
goodness.
remember me, I hope?
I like how he just doesn't have the accent at all that Erenville has.
Say that I do, but you know my father?
Yeah, it's catchy, isn't it? It's the person who killed of him. Oh no, he doesn't know he's dead. Oh, you have to tell them.
Notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kavkiwa.
I have questions. I have many questions. Firstly, what? Secondly, what?
This won't do. Come in. Friends of my Ellen Espia are always welcome.
All I ask is a little forewarning, but no.
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place. How are things still getting stranger?
There's music here. I'm getting like Gollum old flashbacks right now with this music. Lo-fi. We've got Soken's doing his best lo-fi song, apparently. The Elegans had machines that could be controlled remotely. If using something similar to communicate, I don't think he's actually that machine. At this point, I don't doubt anything could possibly surprise me. Erenville's mother is a floating machine. Well, that makes about as much sense as everything else thus far. I can't say I understand what's going on, but at least because I love this lo-fi remix of the song. But as I can tell, that is indeed my mother. I can think of a few people in the world quite so spirited. But after what's happened, we'll need to ask her. Gone and forgotten. Let's hear what she has to say. I think it'll be important. It's a very animated character, which I quite enjoy. So, what are you? It's so wonderful to meet you all. And the students of Aldacian. It's been a while since I heard that name. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this? It's just a body that I control remotely. I use this for our operations, so you are alive then. Operations? So you don't go with the rest, you're like a rebellion group. We're members of a resistance organization, Oblivion we call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Zeraljar's ambition for conquest. Oblivion? As the leader, it's putting that I remain where I can't easily be found. I see, whimsical appearances notwithstanding, yours is a serious case. You've been here for 30 years? Right you are. Truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose. And that is? As you'd expect, you've already noticed, everything you see within the dome, the buildings, the world, the very earth beneath our feet is a fusion of two worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Does that mean you know who or what was responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This is a long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zeraljar. But we failed to do that, and now he's taken his army outside the dome. Yeah. We got some bad news in that case. None of you wear those strange devices on your head. Does that have something to do with your work? There's one on the cable. The soul cell, they called them. You mean this? It's a regulator. The pinnacle of electric technology. And that we don't wear is indeed related to our operations. Doesn't it stop you from a number of certain things? What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have two primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulator expends the soul to bring them back to life. Oh. That's what happened to Zeraljar then. Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packaged in cells, and they can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as in accidents. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. Which is why Namika rarely used it. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. That's sickening. They use soul magic and they give that to people when they're, you know, when they do well, I guess. Souls is a common resource and payment for services rendered. That is one of the most twisted things I've heard in the X-Pack so far, I think. In like all the X-Packs. The void sent practice of consuming others for their evil comes to mind. And similarly, I expect that the act comes with some risk. Yep, thinking about Zero. Hey! I don't say that patch content reference! They become part of it. Their memories become part of them. Zeromus, yep. Doesn't it dilute your sense of self? Wouldn't the consciousness of others corrupt your own? Yeah, that's what happened with that one. Like, he just lost his consciousness because he consumed too many souls. That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Memory management? Then the reason everyone has forgotten Amika's existence is so that they don't lose their sense of soul. The regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearer. If you suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being is that regulators forcibly extract memories related to disease from anyone wearing one. Fuck. Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness bestowed upon people by Everkeep's core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. But you also lose who they are. You don't forget them. Or you forget them, you forget everything they are. This is what it meant by their memories being in the cloud. And I'm sure Speen's a lot involved in this then, right? Indeed. All memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators and an integral step in soul cell production. PowerPoint time! So when Tural Jar died, he literally used the soul to come back to life. You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. It is then delivered to a facility where the memories are separated from the soul. And that's why there's a red one. There's a blue one and a red one. Blue is for memory, red is for soul. The result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. That's sickening. How do they have so many souls? In my memories are stored in a core system to be remembered forever. So that is why the people are happy here. On the surface is similar to the Yokoi philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. All come down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encased in Alexandria, the system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. So amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used electrode to devise a means to save what life they could, so that the nation could endure. The death of all those people saved the people who didn't die. I understand that people of Alexandria did what they believed was best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe that Tural would also accept this way of living. Maybe they didn't, maybe they were forced under it. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they wish. Oh. Being done some sort of ruler to impose her will on others. So not everyone has to wear them then. Oh, so you've already met. She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She also said she wants to help us stop Zoljar. She didn't say that. She said that she cared about the interests of her people. Very specifically, Annabelle, she said she wants to protect people above all else. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction, and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motives, she has given the people a choice. Live with the risk of true death or the security of the regulators. I mean, yeah. Everyone that lives must someday die. That's a natural order of things. But they want to die naturally. They don't want to die from like something stupid. The regulators prevent that from happening. Quite right. But however you feel about them, it'll be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. What? I know just the person to show you, and as the luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Go with me and you'll find out. I think it's important to note that this isn't our world. We aren't used to this sort of technology. In my mind, the idea of using souls to replenish your own is sickening. You're literally exchanging the life of someone else for yourself, but they're already dead. When they die, the soul is naturally extracted and used to save someone else. In some ways, that's not necessarily evil, because the soul has already been used. The soul has already been taken and employed for that effect. All it's doing is allowing your life to be used to save someone else, kind of like giving someone an organ after you die, because you're not going to be using it when you die. Like giving someone your healthy liver, your healthy kidney. You're saving someone's life. And it's voluntary. It's what they don't have to wear them. They can choose not to. I think, again, from our perspective, it is not scary. It's scary. Everyone who wears the regulator will forget about the person who dies, because if they die, they're going to lose their minds, basically. They can't deal with having two memories and two sets of memories inside of their head. So, it's a difficult situation, I think, to deal with. You have a combination of factors that make it difficult to deal with. And I understand why they went down that route of explaining it. Like, it's not as simple as it being evil. It isn't. And to survive this calamity that occurred, which I assume is a rejoining that happened on our planet, on the source, they used the souls and people outside the dome to keep everyone else alive. So we have that as well to note. Right, well, with that in mind, let's go talk to some people here, why not? Take care not to get struck by lightning out there. One fellow reckoned you could dodge them by jumping back the instant there's a flash. But that's crazy, if you ask me. Oh boy! I love Final Fantasy X! Oh, it's my favorite Final Fantasy game! Yeah! Firearms make the most sense for people who don't have combat training like us. That's why we salvage as many as we can from the mechanical soldiers and convert them for our use. Nostalgia is my twin sister. Yeah, her name's a little weird. Imagine if I was called Nostalgia. Excellent. Right, okay, I got some stuff to add to the Discord, so I'll be back in a sec. Oh, where's she gone? Where have you gone, Kashir? You've gone outside. Okay, right, let's leave. What a lovely, jazzy song. I enjoyed that a lot. I don't think I'm going to get too much more MSQ done tonight. I'm going to take a break probably in a little bit, but I'm enjoying this a lot. I think this area is really cool, and the technology of the soul cells is fucked, but also very morally ambiguous. Like, in some ways it makes sense, and people who have lived their entire life here see it as alright, to some extent. I'm sorry, but I just can't see the idea of using souls as a resource. It's weird to see how the regulations work, but how? The regulators are to blame for everyone forgetting Namika, for forgetting what a wonderful person she was. Towards the memories of the populace in such precision is no small feat. What does she intend to show us? I don't know. I just found out that lo-fi remix is not the Dawntrail village theme. That is the theme of Tantalus from Final Fantasy IX. That's really cool. I love all the little references to 9 in this game, in this expansion so far. Finally we're getting 9 inclusion. Everyone here? Good. It is the responsibility of the Thunderyard's hunters to fell any fiends found wandering in the area. We're to meet an acquaintance of mine, Sheikah, one of the hunters. Okay. Well, again, I'm glad Erenville's family are alive. His mother, anyway, is alive. I don't know if I'm ever going to actually meet Erenville's mother in any instance, but yeah, she's cool. She's a cool character, I would say. You alive? Defective Sanctuary. Okay, you are alive, but you're defective, apparently. I could listen to this music forever. Love it. What do you think of this box? I'm guessing food? Judging by its name, I take it this facility is used for gathering lightning energy. Probably. Seiko will show you what life can be like wearing a regulator. Get this over with. While I'm not blind to the potential benefits of these regulators, the risk inherent in giving another pilot the power to alter memories cannot be overstated. Never mind the ethical considerations of using soul in such a fashion. Given the opportunity, I should very much like to study a lecture open on behalf of the students. I don't know if that's for the best. Cassia, what are you doing here with so many friends? Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Are we gonna watch her die? Hold on, I assume they're wearing special regulators like Queen Spheen's crown, but they aren't wearing anything at all. It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if it's struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? Oh, did regulators stop me from getting struck by lightning? I can assure you they are all quite capable of looking after themselves. Anything should go amiss, I will take with full responsibility. Oh wow, don't say I didn't warn you. Danger aside, there isn't really much to see. Cashier said you're a hunter. Wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact that they're weak to lightning. The Thunder Yard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Some good they are, eh? But his facilities are vital to the upkeeping of Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're well compensated for our work. It's a public profession for anyone looking up to build up savings. Savings of money. Special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. I brought this up a lot. I brought this up to see a danger you speak of. There's not much trouble to ask. Of course. In which case, it'd be a shame to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You can only hand yourself in the fight, right? If you cause of ruckus slaying what creators you see nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of a demonstration. And maybe a cutie instance? I'm not sure I understand, but I suppose we should each say what we can. Hold on. My little fuzzy bum was never any good at fighting, and this body of mine isn't suited to it either. We leave this work in your capable hands. But I must leave the fighting to you. I mean, she hasn't seen her son in like 30 years. More than that, even. She must be very happy to see him again after all this time. No. No, leave me alone. Yeah. What a pleasant place to live. That sound effect with him whipping the spear back and forth is really cool. Oh! Okay, there are more than one beast here. That's fine. I should be fine here. Done. Right, nothing explicit happened there, really. I just killed some monsters and that was it. Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way. I thought I was going back to the thing, but I guess not. There's a part in this music where it sounds like the beginning of the RE1 fart trumpet basement song. Oh. Hello? I feel like we're going to watch Striker die, and then she's going to get resurrected. But we've already seen this. We've seen Tural get resurrected. Oh my goodness, look at that thing. It's awful. I actually hate it. I hate this like one eye thing. Hi, I'm here to help. This one will do nicely. Can you fight that thing on your own? We'll help you. It's fine, really. Wait, why did that dialogue skip? What the fuck? I don't like the look of this. Let's help. Oh, so now you want to help, but when it's your father? I'm gonna keep bringing that up. Look out! Ah! Oh no. I wonder if she's gonna die, or if the reason we came here was for this. You know. He needs healing! No. He's gonna be fine. He used someone's soul to come back to life, then that's a soul. A test of your reflexes! My boy. I don't know why I enjoy those sorts of characters so much. Like, there's no reason for it. I just like Xenos because he's crazy. It's the same reason why I like Tural so much, why I always talk about him a lot. Like, there's more to his character than the game wants to get into, and it annoys me they don't go into enough detail about him. That was embarrassing. That bastard caught me off guard. He's still there, isn't he? He's not going to stop just because he died. Are you mad? Sis, let us help. I told you not to worry. Now I'm going to go into rage mode. This will only take a moment. So wait, did you... Okay, I guess you wanted to get a demonstration. Oh, there we go. Crazy monk mode. I'm guessing that also expends a soul doing that. Holy shit! Teeth in a break? Who's gonna keep that in the air? All monks are going like, oh my god! Finally representation! I don't know if that's a good thing. Just like Zolja. Come on, let's get out of here. So you expend someone else's energy to empower yourself, basically doubling your energy source. That's kind of clever. I like that as a concept. It doesn't feel cheap at all either. It makes sense in my head. That's also a functional regulator? Yeah, he wasn't there for that, but like Zoral got like a massive power buff by doing that. We also saw a guy become a snake. I don't know if that was the same process. It might have been. I think I understand now how Zolja is able to return from the dead and defeat Papa, but I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as Regulator turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Rumors became beast-like. Don't tell me you empowered yourself with the soul of a beast. I'm reminded of the serpentine soldier we encountered at Vanguard. He did the same. Oh, so you crossed paths with one of the king's elite. Such a form can only be achieved from gorging yourself on souls. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Yeah, I wouldn't assume you have many. It's a really cool idea for like an area. Well, you should get back to work. Take care. You really started to get into the mind of this place and how its economy is built entirely on strength for money and souls. And there you have it. Regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls. Those are people and those are beasts. Can you use a beast soul to resurrect yourself? The souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. And what about the souls of beasts? They work much in the same fashion, imbuing yourself with the strength of the chosen beast. If, for example, you use the soul of a wolf, you would grow more agile and feral as you saw a striker. Using several types of, several of the same type at once, however, result in physical changes. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails claws. Too many and you'll become more beast than man. Changing one's form through the souls of one's other beings, it becomes more and more reminiscent of Void Scent. In like the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forced to be taken before they reach the ethereal sea. Different means to achieve similar ends. A cycle to which all within the dome are bound. This is wrong. This is all wrong. Yeah, bringing up that point about the ethereal sea has entirely changed my perspective on this actually now. I just realised that. That is fucked. Okay? Any use of the soul are fucked now. Because you're depriving someone of going back to the natural course of things. They'll just die. It is hard to accept, being so far removed from my own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is the technology to achieve all that was developed hundreds of years ago. Civilizations are surprising indeed. Well, the one in the Void wasn't made, it happened because of broken cycle. That's really fucked. I love it though. I love it as a plot point. It's really interesting. There's something you can do with it. When Emmett spoke of surprising sensations and reflections, what if he had Alexandria in mind? Having seen the beauty of the ethereal sea first, I simply can't accept what they've done here in Alexandria. Yeah, same. I understand this is part of the culture, but it's no less disconcerting. Sphene speaks of lived experiences that suggest she's far older than she appears. Considering the pattern is regulated, perhaps it's not so far-fetched. But natural end of life though, they said you can't beat that. That's the one thing you can't beat. So how is she able to live so long? I've never seen it for myself, but it said if a beast soul is potent enough, a single soul is enough to induce a monstrous transformation. While we have our thoughts and souls, for now the important thing is we know what powers all drives at disposal. It is one thing to separate corporeal ether from incorporeal ether, but to strip memories from the soul entirely is unprecedented technology. This is no longer only Taliao's concern. With his newfound powers, Yar has become a real threat to the entire world. I think we realised that the second we saw that, Kryl. I'm not mad at Kryl. But also, the second we come in and see this, I think we realise it's a world-ending threat. Oh my god. Indeed, he has to be stopped no matter the cost. Well, we got an idea now of how bad it is. And we're going to have to deal with that. The worth of a soul. Achievements? Gone and forgotten. Domebreaker. Yeah, that is a bit of a spoiler, I will say. Embracing Oblivion. Tender shortcake. Cashier regards you with concern and curiosity. I guess you gain insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed at first. I bet you'll need some time to digest it all. But for now, let's head back to Earth and Sky. This rate. Something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head back into the tunnel. What have we got? What's wrong with them at? Singular quest. Fear and lightning in the Thunder Yards. Is that a reference to something? Because I think that's gone entirely over my head, unfortunately. Also, while I am here, I'm going to get some Aether Currents, I think. What does Lamity wish to discuss, I wonder? 'Tis well that we could see firsthand how regulators are used to draw upon even the soul of fiends. I shudder to imagine how powerful Zolyar could become. I mean, if he has the highest reservoir of these souls, he could call upon potentially all of them, correct? I understand the argument that we should keep an open mind. This practice is integral to their culture, but every fibre of my being rails against it. To think that everyone has to live here for 30 years, long enough to become accustomed to the way of life. I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tural and Alexandria. And while Zolyar knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't seen what lies within that enormous tower Everkeep. So here I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Calcia and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands of oblivion. We only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust, but the fact remains they share a desire to stop Zolyar. Speaking too, claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask why you cooperate with Oblivion instead? It's simple, really. Their leader is Anvil's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Speen may feel, she's a ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. True. A fair point. I know Zolyar, we must assume his arrangement with Speen was not made without some consideration. All I know is that it will be disheartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get will be welcome. I think about that dialogue wrong. I think I did anyway. Hold on, there's no guarantee there's actually my mother behind that machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of... No, it's your mother. We don't have to be trapped to be in danger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tural. As you say, we have no proof that it really is Cassia. But I make a proposal on full awareness of this. If we're going to war serving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can. Otherwise, we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Zolyar for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Anvil. You always had great instincts, home for your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment has clouded my judgment? There's a chance and we'll be dead with it when it's sprung. We'll deal with it when it's sprung. Not we'll be dead with it. We'll be dead of it. We'll be alive. And I trust you as well. Lightning went behind me. That was really cool. Look, I got some lightning for a second there. That's always the way of it with you. Fine, you set on this, and I'll say no more. Yay! Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. We're gonna make some new friends. Yes, definitely friends. Nothing else. At all. I mean that's our plan. Okay, let's get some Aether Currents while we're in here. Okay, there's no Aether Currents in here. Well, it's worth checking anyway. Oh, there are a lot of characters in here. Oh lord, okay. I agree with Recommend. It's a gamble regardless of whether or not we choose to work with the people here, and more knowledge is better than less. While I'm all for dealing with Zolyar, we need to consider how our actions may affect ordinary Alexandrians. They're not the enemy after all. The Vow of Resolve is possessed of conviction and flexibility both. Tales are true, she learned much in the course of Vile Succession. It is true. With the resources at her disposal, I'm hopeful that Calcia and her people will make great allies. I'm unaccustomed to seeing her make decisions like a ruler, better than her form of facilitating self, though. I understand regulators work now, I trust. It's one of the things that's best seen in action. Oh, hello again. The wildlife can be very dangerous out there. You take care if you don't wear a regulator. I can't believe this is a lo-fi version of the Tauntless theme. It's amazing. Cassia, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zoljar. I mean, that's not surprising, is it really? But I thought he was your brother. Well, he also killed Dad. I miss you, Dad. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As that result, it falls to me to bring him to account. I am prepared to do what I must and won't hesitate when the time comes. Like you, us, yours and yours oppose Zoljar. In light of this, I propose we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize this is sudden. There's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. We're not trusting them, we're just working with them. We can work with them but not trust them, what we met. But I trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goal. So fight with me. I beg of you. No. As you say, our goals align. I don't doubt your resolve in the least. And if you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. Although I've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Besides, how can we not trust you? When you got my little baby bum boy over here? My only son is with you, my fussy little bun. He's all the reason I need. I'm enjoying this Erenville embarrassment. Then it's decided. Here's to a free-for-all collaboration. I'm Rayman now. He kind of is Rayman in some ways. Thank you, Calcia, everyone. Together we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. Let's not waste any time. We were wondering about Zoljar's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After a fashion, the king resides on the uppermost floor, but while Queen Sphena is punishment for going out public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even the commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it could only be the Queen. Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Zoljar eventually marched on Tural again. That's when we can go after him. The job will have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents will be put in harm's way. Let's not do that then. There's also a possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. Do we not know anything else about him that we could use to exploit? No, he'd hit the field. What makes you so certain? But has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why I attacked Tural. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him. Now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Koana, who bested him in a violent succession. He's challenged me to strike him down. He wants the jaw to show everyone that he's superior to the Dawntrail, and he won't let any of his minions deprive him of the pleasure. So he wants to see you then. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. At that I can only guess. Perhaps he wants us to dazzle with his wondrous realm, but if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Causing a bit of havoc, I'm fine with doing that. Get another train. Even if we gather intelligence and make no move to attack him, show absolutely no interest in the confrontation. Knowing him be tired of waiting, turns attention to Koana instead. Attack Tural again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe this is the best approach and we have no objections, any campaign against Tural requires that Zoljar lead his forces through Vanguard. We'll have lookouts to keep an eye on it day and night. This strange strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it though, we should warn those outside. Indeed, they'll need time to prepare their defences. Oh, who's gonna leave? No! I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with each Tural. I'll make sure to hear comrades surprise the developments. No, Graham, don't leave me! You can leave Vanguard to us, or send word at the first sign of movement. Do you have a plan? While we wait for Zoljar to move, you do well to prepare for battle, and it begins with familiarizing yourself with technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you to Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh, I thought this place was it. He'll be impressed to know that we locate right inside the tower. There's an tradition of Solution 9. Hiding a tree in the forest, as it were. Cool. The only question is how to get you through the checkpoint. Disguises. Ah, about that. Seems that they should make it so that we can enter without issue. He did? Curious. He's not supposed to have authority over the sanctuaries. If I recall correctly, her words that we were registered as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Well, I guess we will. Similarly to this, they've broken up into two parts, I think. The left side and the right side. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? After all, names are good to know when working together. Okay. Well, as I'll put this all over, we're the main crew here. I'm Gyod, the leader of this hideout. And the dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Monarchy. I'm Nostalgia. It's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I are both born and raised inside the barrier. We've been in Oblivion for 3 years and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, eh? That might explain the resemblance. Yeah. Monarchy is a Tural. What a name, unless I'm mistaken. That's right. Our mother is Tural and our father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honour both cultures. So memory, as in nostalgia, and then yeah. They're beautiful names. Thank you. But I have no memories of my mother. I like to think I carry a part of her with me. Why are we focusing on this game? I know it's interesting, but why is I guess to know this characters more, I guess. Don't maybe join Oblivion. Wanted to avenge our father. Oh. Ambrose was his name, and years ago he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. A minor incident, so at first we clung to the hope that he'd be released, but when months went by with no word from or about him, we made a decision to remove our regulators. We already lost the memories of our mother. We don't want to lose those of our father as well. That sucks. They've all forgotten about him now. Everyone who knew about him. That bastard. Even he thinks nothing of his own people. Some time later we were approached by a member of Oblivion, hoping to get justice for our father. We joined the Order. Sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. No, it's fine. No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together we'll avenge your father. That's right. Now, thank you for some shortcake. Something tells me you have what it takes. Introduce yourself too, go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. And while mine is a Tuatan name, I haven't a feeling how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see it with my own eyes, mother's homeland. Our peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful and the food delicious, everyone's so nice, you'll love it. It is true, it's far better than this place anyway. And that's us here. You meet others in the back room, that's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts, all. Ah, Elena Shepard, one more thing. This isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Cashier. She talks about you so much, it's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can, eh? Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. Meanwhile, in Everkeep, oh shit! We're gonna see our boy, the evil guy, who has become like turbo evil now. Xenos evil. There he is. I see they're meeting up too.
You've been consulting with Wook Lamont.
No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me.
But why you?
Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wuglamart bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered.
What's that meant to mean?
What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tural?
No, I'm evil Xenos character now.
Be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
No, I want to. I don't. He just wants to.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse. Wuglamart and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
I
They
see.
are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I think it's not the case, though. If we think about it.
I'm bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke.
Yeah, I mean, you killed your advisor, like, right in front of her, basically.
Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason.
Yet he won't kill her.
Wuglamart, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tural.
What now?
I mean, you needed him to save your realm, and he's going against your wishes now. I feel like you should just stab him in the back, like he did to you. I think that's the best way of going about it at this point. Oh, Solution 9. 12 helper if you mention anything embarrassing. At long last, we're entering the tower. Not excited or anything, not unduly. Okay, glad how you are coming with us again. I thought you weren't, but I'm glad you are coming. Likewise, eager to head to Everkeep. Right, Cassia's waiting. Let's head to the tower. It's level 89. It's still 97. You forgot to attune to it again. I even went there to go attune to it. Fuck's sake. Right, we are almost back. We are almost back, and we can attune and then go to this place. My plan is to get here, unlock it, and then I'll be done for the evening. I'm starting to think I'm not going to finish this by Friday. But that's fine. I can definitely finish it. I might not even finish on Saturday because I'm doing D&D in the evening. So we'll see how that transpires, but we'll see. I think in terms of a villain, I like him a lot. Mainly because I wish there was a little bit more, less in subtext. I wish there was a little bit more development in terms of his motivation when it comes to, for example, his relations to his father and his sisters. I wish there was a little bit more interactions between the four of them, to justify this feeling that he has for them. But, oh wow, this place goes a lot further than before it did. But for the most part, like, he works because, again, it's the miracle of his birth, I think, which is an important part of this. He feels beholden to no one because he is this entity that is 1 in a billion, basically. And I think it's a fascinating idea for a character. Just wish they spent more time exploring it rather than focusing on the peace preservation stuff all the time. Ah, there you are. Hi. If Queen Speen has registered as a guest, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, then we have a submersible of our minions to deal with. Good. Nothing for but to see if Spirit Speen has a betrayed us, eh? That's the spirit, Wuklamat. Thank you for the diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass, if you'd be so kind. Well, I don't know if you have clearance. Outrunner guide unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilian identified. Verifying credentials. Going through all 6 of us. Credentials verified. Welcome guests of Queen Speen. Well, what a relief. There you have it. It seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. Hell yeah. It's time for our second cityscape. We've been waiting for this for ages, it feels like. Now we're finally going to get it. Who thought it would be in the most terrifying location in the entire game?